Hello everybody and welcome back to the Mocap Bear channel where we talk about all things gaming, crypto, metaverse, and NFTs. Today I want to talk about a new game that's being released on the Solana network called staratlas, and this game has the potential to be one of the largest games on this network. So what is staratlas? Well, if you're familiar with the game Star Citizen, which is a massive MMO set in space, it's essentially very similar. It's a grand strategy game of space exploration, territorial conquest, and political domination. So if we go into here, and I highly suggest you visit this website because the graphics are very cool, we can kind of go through this Star Trek animation just to get a sense of the experience. So we go down here, we see that there's different races. We see that there's going to be an entire player-built economy with different roles and professions. You can equip your starship for deep space travel, and you can have multiple starships and command a fleet. And yeah, essentially it's just a very massive game that they're building. This project is highly ambitious and has great potential. Let's just briefly watch a trailer.
Legend has it that somewhere on the other side of space is a diamond the size of a planet. And everyone is out to find it. So I guess it all comes down to one thing. Who will find it first?
So I'm not going to get into the tokenomics too much. I'm not going to get into the white paper too much. Basically, this is a massive spacefaring game where you can explore. You can have different professions. You could be a miner. You could be a data retriever exploring other planets. You could be part of a team of, a fleet of battleships. The possibilities are endless. It's a highly ambitious project, and in all honesty, the game probably won't be finished for a couple of years. But in the meantime, the team has said that they are going to release multiple mini games, including one that is coming up in the next 4 weeks or so, which will allow you to interact in the economy, do tasks with your ship, do missions, and all sorts of stuff like that. So let's just dig into the white paper just a little bit. This is a very long and in-depth white paper. It covers basically the entire economy and what it's going to look like. I'm going to post a link to it in the description below if you want to take a look through it. They also have another paper which covers the tokenomics, essentially. And long story short, what it breaks down to is there are two types of tokens. There's the Star Atlas token called Atlas, and this token is essentially used for the in-game, it's sort of like the fuel for the economy. It's the in-game currency that you will be using in this spacefaring economy. But the much more interesting token, in my mind, is the Star Atlas DAO, which is their governance token. This token I will be looking at seriously because it gives you essentially, governance rights, a say in the production of the game, a say in the governance of the economy and the inflation and possible revenue sharing in the platform. So this is the token that I am much more interested in, is this Polis token. So now let me show you how to buy these ship NFTs, because that's what this video is all about. It's about how to purchase things on the Solana network, what you have to download, and the inaugural sale, one of them, a drop is happening tomorrow. So you want to get in on this now and get ready for this now. So let's just go over here to the Star Atlas Marketplace. The first page I'm on, I just happen to be on this page, is the structures page where we can see multiple structures. A lot of these that you can already buy, but some of them are being dropped For example, this one, which is the claim stake tier, which allows you to basically stake land ownership in this space world. This sale isn't going to begin for 113 days, so there's time to get in on this and to prepare for this if that's what you want to do. These are all common, right? That's their rarity type. So we can see that, we have a space station, which these space stations are necessary if you want to establish a trade hub in this universe. We also have, right here, what is this? A mining drill. So if you wanted to get in on the mining economy of this universe, you could purchase one of these. And if you just click here to trade, you can see kind of like what prices we're looking at right here, 190. So not a bad buy, honestly, if you're trying to kind of stake some claim in this universe. We have a power plant, and then we have another trade claim stake tier tier one, and that is not available to trade. So if it's gray, it's not available to trade. But yeah, let me just show you how to get to this marketplace just real briefly. If we press play now on their website, we get to their kind of app, and we have multiple tabs here. We have a leaderboard, and this leaderboard shows us which addresses have the most value at the moment. So the top address right here has 2 million in USDC in value of these assets. This is the marketplace, so this is where you want to spend most of your time. We were just on the structures tab, but this is the ships tab. And again, these two tabs are where I'm spending most of my time. I'm not really looking at access or collectibles. I have to do more research into what those are, but I'm really interested in structures and ships. That is where I'm looking. And if we kind of see, these are the ships that have already dropped, okay? And some of these are skins, so you have to look out for that. Like, for instance, Black Sun. Black Sun is a skin for I forget which ship. I think it's either this one or it's this one. But yeah, just be aware that you could be buying a skin and not a ship. This is a ship, right? You can see the class right here is Capital. This is a Coleco Guardian, and this is actually dropping tomorrow, 17 hours from the time of making this video. And this ship I'm actually looking at. The available supply is 4. Keep in mind also that this available supply number is not the actual available supply number of these ships. The team could decide to release more of these ships. This is just the available supply for this drop, I believe. We could also see the ship's rarity is legendary, and the ship's spec or its class is multi-role. So if you wanted to have a friend join you on a mission in space, you could have, multiple people crew this ship or man this vessel. I should also mention that each of these NFT ships comes with onboard supplies, crew, supplies, I think weapons as well. So, there's a lot of things that come in the package of this ship. And you can kind of, if you're interested in kind of reading about what its role is in the universe, you can read about that here in the description. So this ship is definitely one to look at for tomorrow. Let's return to the marketplace. As we can see, some of the other ships that have been released are this Coleco Compart Hero, which you can buy right now if you wanted to. I believe you can still buy these. We can see that the price is 5,000, so it's a little bit on the pricey side. I personally like to buy things when they first get released because I feel like that is the best price availability for these types of NFTs. So let's get into some of the types of ships that are dropping tomorrow. So we can see them all right here. So the first ship we have is this common Pierce X4. This ship is a small fighter. It's a land fighter. So essentially kind of like, like a speeder in Star Wars or something. The release is 14 hours. And as you can see, this short little description, a space-worthy single-passenger space bike that packs a punch. Popular model for short-range COP patrols on space and land. No pilot's license required. So that's kind of an important thing right there, because for some of these ships, you'll need a pilot's license in order to use them, which is kind of important to know. Let's kind of go back here and see what else we have in the marketplace. We have this Opal Jet, which I guess you could say is sort of a luxury racing car. So one of the things you can do in these games is also race your ship. That's one of the functions that you can do. You'll be able to race for money. So that's what this Opel Jet is. This is kind of like a high-end luxury racing vehicle. And this is another one that I'm looking at pretty heavily. The available supply, as you can see, is 724, and its rarity is uncommon. So this actually looks like it could be a pretty good bet right here. Oh, you can also see the size. It's X small, which means it's probably fit for one person or two at most. If we go back, we can also see some of the really interesting economic vehicles. So one of the ships that's being released tomorrow is a freight cruiser, and it's BYOS, which stands for Build Your Own Ship. But this will be very important for the economy of this metaverse, because you'll be able to use these. Say you have a mining rig set up on a planet, you'll be able to use these freights to carry goods from your mining rig to a space station and basically facilitate trade in Star Atlas, which could be very profitable. So these ships would also be a good one to look at. I estimate that this is probably going to be on the more expensive side when it releases tomorrow, but we'll see if I'm right. You can see that the ship class is freight. So yeah, and basically build your own ship just means that you will have to essentially put it together yourself. You'll get parts and you'll get your hands dirty and put it together yourself, which could be fun. And that could lead to another job in Star Atlas. I don't know. All right, so now let's buy one of these ships. So the first thing you have to know is that this Star Atlas is on the Solana network. So you have to buy it using the Sol network, and you have to probably transfer Sol to a Sol-based wallet in order to buy it. So this is my Phantom. If we open it up, you can see that I have Sol in here. I have some Star Atlas. And yeah, this is essentially what the wallet will look like when you open it up. And what we want to do is we want to first go to Phantom right here. We want to add to Edge. So we'll add our wallet to Edge, and it should appear on your browser after you do that, just like MetaMask or Euro Wallet or any of these other crypto wallets. You will be able to kind of add it like that. And then you'll have your Sol wallet enabled. Now you're going to want to have a piece of paper handy with you, because you're going to have to write down a seed recovery phrase to, that, it's best to keep that on a piece of paper and not on a browser somewhere floating around online or, on a computer. So that's just something to keep in mind when you set this up. Once you get your wallet set up, now you want to transfer Sol. Now the two best exchanges that I've found to transfer Sol to your Phantom wallet are Binance and FTX Exchange. If you can get on FTX Exchange, I highly recommend using that, because Phantom Wallet is optimized to receive funds from FTX. As you can see right here, if we go to receive, deposit from FTX is like a first option here. So that would be kind of good. But if you can't do that, I would say go to Binance Exchange, because Binance has a Sol enabled network essentially. So you're able to send tokens over the Sol network using Binance Exchange. This is very important to keep in mind. You do not want to be sending over any other network other than Sol. So make sure you remember that. You can do that on Binance, so I would highly suggest doing that. So once you're able to do that, your Sol should appear in your wallet like this. And then what you want to do is, because these sales are happening in USDC, what I did is I simply exchanged it using my Phantom wallet. So I simply went to here, right here. This wallet has a built-in exchange. I think it's built off of Radium. I'm not sure. But essentially what you do is you can swap your Sol for USDC coin. I'll just do it right now just to show you. We will go with 0.55, and yeah, that's fine. And we will just review that order. As you can see, there's you can see the fee right here, 1% slippage. That's fine. Let's do it. And this should happen very fast. Sol's a great network for making fast transactions. So as you can see, I now have more USD in my wallet. One more thing I wanted to show you is how to basically add tokens to this wallet. Just in case you don't know, you just go to Manage Token List, and you get the address of the token. They have some addresses right here, but I'm just going to show you very briefly. Like, let's say we wanted to add this Star Atlas token. We'll just grab the Sol address from the Coinbase. And then what we'll do is we'll go to Manage Tokens List. We'll paste this in, and there you see it appears right there, and we can add it to our wallet. So that's essentially how you add tokens to your wallet. But now that that's all said and over with, let's actually go back and make a purchase. So let's just head on over to the market. We'll go right here. And let's see, what do I want to get? Well, you know what? I think I will get another one of these little speeders right here. And hopefully they're not all sold out. If they are, they are, and there's nothing I can do about it. But let's see if they aren't. Let's see if I can pick one up. These are very good first-time buys if you're just trying to get your feet wet in the game, because as you can see, the buy order is, it's not too bad. But yeah, let's go to, let's see what we can get here. So I'm going to do an ask price of maybe 21. Let's see, 21. I'm going to buy one. I'm just going to buy it. Let's connect my wallet. Okay. Close. I have 2 owned already. Let's approve the transaction. And again, it should be a fairly fast transaction. You'll see that pop up. And then you'll see I've placed an order for 1 Opal Jet. Network might be a little congested. Okay, and now let's see if it's in my wallet. And sometimes it might not be in your wallet, and if it's not, I'll show you how to handle this. Okay, so I'm not seeing it in my wallet. I'm supposed to have 3 of these jets right here in my wallet, and I only have 2. And this is good because this is a problem that has frequently come up during these purchases, and I'm going to show you how to work through it. So if you're dealing with this problem, what you want to do is you first go to the recent transactions and just check to see if it went through. In my case, it did go through. It was a success. This was made 7 minutes ago. Now there's 2 things we can do. The first thing we should do is we should go to our inventory down here, and we should just see if it's there. So in my case, it is there. I'm going to press claim, and I'm going to approve it. And we'll just wait for that approval. You'll see something like this: transaction successful, processing to your inventory. And now it should be in my wallet. If we refresh, we'll see if it's in here. Now I have 3. And if we refresh my inventory and connect my wallet again, now you see I have 3. But sometimes this is not enough. And I'm going to show you what to do if this doesn't work and it's still missing from your wallet. So what we do is we go to the Serum network. Serum is Solana's decentralized exchange. We go to this Serum network, and I will provide a link down below to this network. We connect our wallet, and then we go down here and we can see we have wallet balance. And then if there's a problem, you should have something unsettled balances. There should be like a 1 or 2 here, depending on how much, how many unsettled balances you have. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to manually settle these balances. And so this is how you do it with these tokens. So I have a Google Docs, and I'm going to link that in the YouTube video as well. And we're going to go to this Google Docs right here, and we can see that we have a list of market IDs, we have market labels, base labels, and things like that. So what we want to do is we want to go to ships right here, and essentially what we want to do is we want to go back to Serum, we want to go to this plus sign, and then we want to manually find the market ID and the market label and the base label for the asset we purchased. So let me just kind of rearrange things to make this a little easier on us. Let's minimize that box, kind of move that over there. Go back to this Google Docs. Okay, so we purchased the Pierce X5, right? So I think we purchased the Pierce X5. Oh, no. We purchased the Opal. Yeah, we purchased the Opal Jet, right? The little, right, the speeder. So we'll go to market ID. We'll paste that in. Then what we'll do is we'll go to the other ID right here, the market label, I believe it's called. We'll paste that in. And again, this worked for me, so it's it's not going to do anything. But if you're facing this problem, if it's still not showing up, this is what you want to kind of do. And then we'll go to this one right here. We'll grab that, and this is the base label. And we'll say USDC because that's what we purchased it in. We will add, and then what you want to do after you add it is you should get this option to settle down here. You press settle, and then the token should be in your account after that because you have now manually settled this token. And if you want to do a double check, just go back to your inventory, press refresh. Well, I have to connect my wallet again. Close. Press refresh, and you should have that claim option that we saw earlier, and you'll be able to claim it. That's what you have to do. So this problem did happen to me, so I have worked through this problem before. But if you have any questions, please feel free to message me in YouTube, and I will help you out with it. But yeah, that's essentially all you have to do to purchase one of these NFT jets. This is a super exciting project. I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm planning on purchasing a lot more of these until I get a little fleet together. So if you're interested in maybe joining together and creating a fleet or something like that, please message me. I'd love to hear your ideas. But yeah, that's essentially it for this video. If you want more updates on Star Atlas, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.